Hi Gemini, welcome to your January 2018 reading. Just gonna say Happy New Year. Happy New Year! And let's get right into the reading. You got a lot going on. Looks like you guys have been going through some major karmic relationships, potentially some karmic endings, or some karmic transformations of relationships that you have been involved in. Some lessons being learned and divvied out. I am using Romance Angel Oracle, Goddess Guidance Oracle, Wild Unknown Tarot, Wisdom of the House Knight Oracle cards, which are new and I'm super excited about. And also the Gilded Tarot. Yeah, so let's get going. This is the past, present, future, clarified with several different decks. I have pulled out the bottom of the deck for each one, since they are influences. So in your past position, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which was clarified by the Four of Wands in reverse, which was further clarified by the Differences card from the Wisdom of the House Knight deck. What this is telling me that some kind of relationship in your life, and I'm figuring a marriage or partnership, close romantic relationship. This could be work. If it is work, it's a business partnership or some long-term venture that has gone sour. We all know Four of Wands upright is positive things, blessings, abundance, happiness, that kind of thing. But the Wheel of Fortune moving forward, clarified by Four of Wands in reverse, shows that something went sour, and I think it has something to do with potentially inability to tolerate differences. This card not only highlights differences in people, but it speaks to the ability to understand and kind of be okay with the differences between people. Because in the card, you know, they're both cats, but one's black, one's white. The two fruits are different. It has an apple and an orange, but they're both fruits. It's kind of ability to work together productively and understand each other, though there are differences. So that can be a theme in whatever this potential marriage breakup is, or relationship, partnership, etc. They were further clarified by soulmate, deception, unrequited love, and healing family issues. And this is all in the past position. So if we're going to relate soulmate potentially to work, that can be your happiness at one time with the job you were doing, or the creative project, or the partnership. Deception can be, of course, deception in itself, or changes that came around that were unexpected. And unrequited love can be your feelings changing toward this position. Healing family issues in respect to work. It can be differences with bosses, higher ups, new management coming in, that kind of thing. Now, otherwise, if this is a relationship, it's obvious. This was a soulmate union. Just because a relationship is a soulmate doesn't mean that it's supposed to be forever. There are oftentimes karmic lessons, and it looks like there was some deception that came in, and maybe one or both people fell out of love, and it has caused some family issues. And I'm definitely sensing, you know, from spirit, a breakup of a relationship, bickering between, you know, one person's family and the other person's family. I'm getting court issues too, with the Wheel of Fortune being here. And then in your present position, excuse me, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Emperor and the High Priestess of Earth. So you guys are kind of on this journey with these karmic lessons over here. And I think what you need to figure out is how to express yourself appropriately in the situations and relationships that you're presented with, and in a manner that isn't too harsh, too fiery, because this is fire communication. But also learn to balance to stand your ground and clearly express yourself and know your boundaries. What is negotiable in a relationship and what isn't? Seven of Wands in reverse. Clarified by the Emperor. You need to sort out your communication style and figure out what it is that is going to be most healthy for you in an emotional capacity and in a physical capacity in relationships or partnerships or work. And also how to express yourself clearly but not harshly, because I think that it may be causing issues for you. And also heavy emphasis with this differences card in the past, the Seven of Wands in reverse, on you really need to clearly figure out your boundaries, since it's clarified by the Emperor. The Emperor knows what he wants. What can you put up with? What differences could you put up with in a partner, and what's a no-go? Have you either been pushing your boundaries? Have you been defending them so severely that you push people away? Okay. Now, obviously, of course, this can be an Aries male, the Emperor showing up. I'm seeing, fire signs pretty much across the board, because we have the Four of Wands in reverse. In your future position, the King of Wands is here. You got Seven of Wands in reverse. There could potentially be a Virgo in the mix. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra. Heavy emphasis on fire signs, though. Don't really see any water here. To me, that's beside the point. The messages are what you're meant to get, and they're for you. We don't need to worry about what the other person's doing. You just need to know what you're doing, because that's how you're going to move through your life. Just worrying about yourself. So the High Priestess of Earth is calling you to look at your health. Is that mental health? Is that spiritual health? Is that physical health? Are you giving too much in work and causing yourself to be out of balance, if this is a work situation? But in the present, you're really being called to look at boundaries, sort of start healing communication wounds, if that makes any sense. That's the best message I get from Spirit. Maybe some harsh things in the past. It's almost like your ideas or ideals about relationships, life, people's loyalties, trust in relationships have been completely turned upside down. Like, you just kind of don't know where to go next, and it's kind of made you jaded, and you're trying to figure out how to proceed. What are healthy boundaries for me? What should I be focusing on? How do I fix this? Is it okay for me to trust again? Is it okay for me to love again? Is everybody this awful? Is it always going to go this way? Is it my fault, or was it their fault? I get a whole lot of this, you don't really know which way to go. Because I do get the feeling that possibly deception was on both sides in the past. And then there's just been so much with this healing family issues in the past that, like, there's just been a lot of back and forth. A lot of nastiness, a lot of confusion. Focus on yourself and your health. Focus on your creative works. Focus on expressing yourself in a positive way. What clarified your present is it's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. So that's why I'm saying here this sort of identity crisis and relationship crisis, and what do I believe, and what is safe, and what is okay, and can I trust, and all of these things up in the air in limbo. And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I do suspect that potentially you guys have a fire sign in your life. Maybe an earth sign. I'm picking up Virgo heavily. That was just from Spirit. that you're so wounded, you're kind of like, I don't know. Not sure what to make of this. But these cards are coming in to tell you either give yourself a chance to heal or give yourself a chance to heal or give things a chance. Of course, take it slow, but don't shut everything out because of what has happened in your past. So in the future, you have the King of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Cups, and clarified by the Strength card. So the King of Wands sort of mirrors the Emperor here. It's definitely passion, forward-moving energy, a father sign of the zodiac, or I should say of the tarot. Definitely represents fire signs. So this could be somebody, or this could be the energies that Spirit is advising you to take on, and that's the way that I'm taking this message. If you take on action energies, doing energies, solving the problems, expressing yourself, being creative, forward. For some of you in business, this can be like the entrepreneurial spirit, tapping into that, sort of going with your passions, but also healing yourself in a very proactive way is going to lead to great emotional fulfillment. This is kind of telling you that if you can stay in your highest vibration, out of all of this pain, take care of yourself and define your boundaries, you will find your way forward in a very, very fulfilling, creative, passionate, actionable way. But it's calling for you to have strength. And the Strength card tells you that, yes, a lot has been put on you, and there's a lot of lessons that are being learned right now. There's a ton of karma wrapping itself up, and you will get through it. And you will be better for it on the other side. And you are strong enough to handle it, even though maybe back here it didn't necessarily seem like it, and it's a little iffy right now. I think that you're just soul tired. Have some things that you need to figure out. But these were further clarified by honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring, and love yourself first. It's a big theme in here. Is you figuring out what's healthy for you, what works for you. But it's also heavily telling you, enjoy what you have right now. What you have right now is real, worth exploring, worth putting some time into, worth kind of getting over your jadedness and your trust issues for. Finding that balance. Nothing saying rush into it. It's not the message here. The message here overall is heal yourself. Pay attention to your physical health. Pay attention to your emotional health. Know what you want. Don't drag somebody else into a relationship over here and you're still confused and you're still nitpicky and all this stuff and you're completely jaded and you think everybody's a jerk and you're going to be accusing them about... Figure it out. Because in your present, it's telling me that you are beginning that process of figuring it out, but you're a little stuck in your head and jaded still. You've definitely been through some stuff. The bottom of the Gilded Tarot for your main reading was Seven of Swords. It's deception again. This is someone... Look at this guy. Does he not look like a jerk? He looks all sneaky. Going out the back door, stealing your stuff. And he's left you with the Two of Swords. Decision to make. You feel like you can't make it. You feel like you're blindfolded. Emotionally damaged. But you know Look at that cat looking right at him. You know, so there's been some deception. There's been some unhealthy, toxic relationships. The Devil reversed was the bottom of your clarifying deck, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Devil reversed, though, is not the only way you want the devil to show up. If anyone has been having addiction issues, that means that there's an overwhelming positive energy to overcome that. That can also mean the end of toxic relationships, the end of being trapped. Right? And the Trapped card itself, from Wisdom of the House Knight deck, came out in reverse. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. No matter how you think, how this deception sort of had you frozen and stuck still, you're not stuck. And you have all the tools that you need to figure this out. If you can rely on yourself, your health, your creativity, you will end up very emotionally fulfilled. You've got to open up emotionally. You have to figure out what you want. And then go for it. King Wands. And I pulled the Goddess Guidance Oracle card. That's a new deck that I have too. I'm going deck crazy. I'm super excited. But you got Pele, which is divine passion. It's be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? And I'm going to read from the book for that one. This book is pretty cool. And this is just some additional guidance for the month to kind of help you on your path. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? She is divine passion, Pele. Message from Pele. If you listen to the sound of your heart and breathe, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They're natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They're just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them. Listen to your dreams. They'll activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Very much in keeping. Don't be afraid of your own passion. It'll propel you naturally and it will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of life, you're truly alive in all ways. So, meanings of this card as an overall guidance for the reading is make sure your career matches your true interests. Take a class or start a hobby that really excites you. Change jobs. I did get job energy for a group of you that aren't dealing with the relationship energy. Go on a wonderful trip. Invest time and money into manifesting your dreams. Give yourself permission to go for it. Start a new business, entrepreneurial spirit, like I said over here. Make an honest assessment of how you spend your time and list your priorities. So figure out what you want. What can you accept? What do you not accept? What is negotiable and what isn't? So, as a little aside from the reading, 2 more of these came out. They came out when I was drawing the future. They did not make sense, but something told me to keep them aside. Now, there's honeymoon, romantic feelings, love yourself first. Okay? With the 10 of Cups, with the King of Wands and strength. Overall, I feel a very positive, romantic, potential beginning, maybe with a fire sign. Or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. And express your love came out. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, but also pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. The message I get from Spirit about pay attention to the red flags has to do with yourself. Your own choices, your own judgments, okay? The way that you're looking at things. So it's almost more red flags in yourself and in the situations on a whole as opposed to other people. It is wanting you to pay attention to your own deepest emotions, desires, maybe not gloss over things that you don't agree with in relationships. Speak up. Figure out what is negotiable and what isn't. Once again. So, Geminis, I hope that that was helpful. That concludes your reading for January 2018. Remember that you always have free will. If there's anything about this that you don't like, you can always correct it. You can transmute the energies. You can make different choices. Okay? If you did like this, please consider sharing the video. It might help another Gemini. Helps my channel grow. Like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And I will talk to you guys in February 2018. Bye.